Last month, I paid $179 for a standard hotel room and walked into this panoramic corner suite, 1,100 square feet. And that same night, the guy ahead of me in the line got a wool closet overlooking the parking garage. The difference? He didn't know the 3-second sentence that flips the hotel upgrade odds in your favor. So stick around and I'll give you that sentence, plus every other trick hotels hope you never find on Google. I'm not a travel agent. I'm not a trust fund kid. I'm just someone who stayed hundreds of nights in various hotels and quietly logged every free bottle of champagne, every sweet key, every we moved you up a category, ma'am. Yeah, that's me. Today I'm going to dump the whole playbook right here. What actually works from the guest side and what the night auditor is praying you'll never figure out. No theory, no affiliate links, just the raw mechanics. Want the cliff notes? Loyalty plus timing plus politeness equals upgrade. Let that sink in. But if you want the nuance that triples your hit rate, keep listening. Your strategy begins before you even pack your bags. The first move is to join a hotel's loyalty program, which takes about 90 seconds on an app, and it costs $0. Yet, it gives you instant leverage. Pick one hotel chain, could be Marriott, Hilton, or Hyatt, and bleed it dry. I'm not ashamed in saying that. I've watched front desk clerks scroll past 20 non-members to upgrade the guy with 0 points, 0 loyalty points, because he has a shiny digital card. Next, you have to be smart about your timing, such as booking the shoulder night, not the party night. A Tuesday arrival at a business hotel is often dead, whereas a Friday night in a resort town will be packed. Here's a pro tip. Go to Google and Google the city's convention calendar. If Comic-Con is in town, your upgrade odds drop by 70%. This extends to your check-in time. If you arrive after 4 p.m., housekeeping has already flipped every room and the system knows precisely which suites are about to be empty. If you walk in at 11 a.m. instead, you're a logistical headache. At 5 p.m., you're a puzzle piece that completes the night. When you get to the reception desk, don't just ask, do you have anything bigger? No. Instead, make the specific corner room ask. You want to know what it is? All right, this is what you would say. Any chance of corner rooms available? I hear they're quieter. These rooms are often 20% larger, rarely priced higher, and the front desk staff can typically move you without needing to speak to a manager for them to override it. Finally, the most important part is the 3-second sentence. As you hand over your ID, give a smile and say, "It's our first getaway since the baby arrived." This single line signals a celebration. That's what the receptionist is thinking. It implies that you'll be low maintenance, and it hints at great review potential. It works even if the baby is 34 years old and his name is Greg, because hotels will always upgrade celebrations first and complainers last. Las Vegas, last September, I slide my credit card and a crisp $20 bill between it and my driver's license. And I said something like this to the receptionist. "Anything you can do to get us closer to the strip side would be amazing." The clerk palms the $20 bill, types on the computer without even glancing at me, and hands me 2 keys for a 920 square foot wraparound terrace suite. Did the $20 buy that? Nope. The $20 forced the clerk to pause, read my loyalty number on the screen, the computer screen, see that we were only booked for one night, and realized that upgrading us cost the hotel nothing and earned him a silent $20. Cash is legal in Nevada. You know that. It's casino town. But in Singapore, you'd have to use chocolate. Same psychology. Just create a micro moment of unforgettable human interaction. I grabbed coffee with the night auditor Frey one time. Let's just call her Maya. And she spilled the tea. She worked for 4-star hotels and 5-star hotels. That's in her resume. She told me upgrades aren't random. They're math. The first factor, she said, is inventory. If suites are forecasted to be empty, they are just dead weight on the books. So it's better to make a guest feel special and harvest a glowing review than let the room just sit there unused. Second, she said, the receptionist analyzes the guest type. Business room warriors often get upsold to club floors because the hotel knows they'll expense the $40 for better Wi-Fi and eggs, while couples get comped to suites because they are the ones who post those romantic balcony selfies. Yes, the loyalty tier is the third piece of the puzzle. The system will prioritize a platinum member before a gold member, and a gold member gets first preference before a basic member. Add any member before an OTA prisoner who booked through a third-party site, that's where they drop. That's the level that they drop. The final consideration is noise potential. I know I'm funny. Oh, yeah. Stag parties might spend a lot at the minibar, but they also scare away families. So they're usually anchored in standard rules to contain them. Some of them will even get drunk and all that stuff. Here is Maya's quote. If you're nice and flexible, she usually marks your profile as VP1, which can trigger an automatic upgrade at 3 a.m. if a better room is free. But if you're too pushy, you become D&D high. D&D means do not disturb and high maintenance. And she block you into your original room out of pure spite. I'll bet you didn't know that. All right, let's move on. Celebrating anniversaries, birthdays, and if it's your first time in the city, make sure you state these facts when you're booking. And make sure to repeat them at check-in and bring proof. A $3 cupcake card from Walgreens has gotten me sweets 3 times because the manager would rather hand me a $500 room than a $5 cake. One hotel even threw in a helicopter discount card. And they'd probably rather do that because it moves inventory and they don't want to print coupons. Let that digest. Let's move on. When the person at the reception desk says to you, "We are pretty packed," this is how you would respond. "No worries, I'm flexible on bed type or even floors if that helps." That single line signals that you're solvable. Suddenly, the blocked room by the elevator becomes available because you gave the clerk some wiggle room. Flexibility doubles upgrade success during 90% occupancy nights. Make sure you remember that. Send a 2-sentence thank you email to the loyalty app the next morning. Make sure you do that. Put something like this in the email message. "Maya at the front desk was phenomenal. I have a review coming soon." Hotels love reviews and they remember you. Properties track mention of specific staff names as well. Your digital breadcrumb sits in your profile as well. And your next arrival, you're pre-tagged for suite availability. I've received upgrades before I open my mouth on trip number 2. All because trip number 1 took 30 seconds. If you've ever scored or been denied an upgrade, Drop the story in the comments so everyone learns the data set. That's important. We're going to learn from each other. And remember, too, that I replied to the first 100 comments. I hope you're finding value from this video. And if you are, then you will love my ebook bundle titled Airline Secrets 2025, Outsmarting the System from Booking to Boarding. Yes, I dive deep into airline secrets that are so underground, you would never hear them here on this YouTube platform. And guess what? You will save all the stress and headache of flying. So grab the bundle from the link in the description so you can finally outsmart those airlines and become a savvy traveler. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's walk through the perfect 60-second hotel check-in from start to finish. Listen up. What you're going to do is you're going to approach the desk with a genuine smile and make eye contact with the receptionist. As you hand over your ID and credit card, you're going to deliver this line. You're going to say something like, checking in for one night. It's our gateway. It's our first getaway, since the baby arrived. Let them catch a glance of the loyalty sticker on your suitcase or a little flex. Then you'll add something like this. Anything you can do on room type will be amazing. I'm flexible on 4 assignments. If it's culturally acceptable in your location, this is when you might slide a small gift like chocolate or a $20 bill across the counter to the receptionist. Then comes the most critical step, a quiet, patient pause. You have to let the clerk work the matrix on the computer. Once you can be impatient, and once they're done, thank them specifically by their name, which you're going to see on their name tag right here, somewhere right here, and ask for their business card. The final move happens the next morning when you send that quick thank you email. 9 times out of 10, this entire sequence beats a $500 cash bid on a luxury booking site. It's also important to know what not to do. So let's debunk some myths that will just waste your time. You might think that dressing fancy is the key, but it's totally irrelevant. Receptionist clerks, they don't look at us that stuff. The hotel's property management system sees your loyalty status, not your confidence. Another common mistake is taking your complaints to Twitter. Bad move, risky move, as some brands will order block social complainers from any future upgrades. You might also think it's smart to just book a suite to begin with, but you'll only end up paying full retail price, as hotels protect that premium inventory for comps and high-status members. Finally, resist the urge to immediately ask for a manager. A manager's primary job is to guard revenue, while the line staff, which means the receptionist, their job is to guard the guest happiness. You need to appeal to the right referee. Sometimes an upgrade just isn't in the cards, and you have to accept that. It could be a sold-out resort, a presidential visit, or a film crew booking out the entire floors. In these cases, you have to accept defeat graciously. Instead of pushing for a rule that doesn't exist, ask for a late checkout. Yeah, maybe a breakfast voucher or a parking count instead. Those perks might only cost the hotel $12, but they could save you $60. So you still come out ahead. Remember, tonight's loss can still seed tomorrow's sweet if you handle it with class. Smash that like button and that subscribe button if you want the airline upgrade video that I've talked about. I'll break down the upgrade order list that gate agents never announce at the departure gate. And hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. And YouTube will actually show that video to you when it goes live. The bottom line is that hotels want to fill better rooms with guests least likely to complain and most likely to give rave reviews. So why not be that guest, a loyalty member who's polite, flexible, and visibly grateful? Use the corner room request, the late check-in, and the 3-second celebration line that I gave you as your trident. Combine them all, and you watch that standard room key morph into a suite more often than not. Trust me. Remember to pick up the ebook bundle now. Airline Secrets 2025, Outsmarting the System from Booking to Boarding. You will thank me later for that. Thanks for watching and safe travels. May your next hotel door swipe leave you speechless. Take care now.